Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Good, good Monday morning, afternoon, wherever you are. However it is, evening if you're elsewhere in the world. I hope you guys had a great weekend. It was nice here. It was nice and relaxing. It had kind of rain and it was not pleasant outside, but we got some shopping done on Sunday. Saturday, of course, is the Sabbath, so we just relaxed. And Friday was of course, after hubby got off work, he was just like relaxing. So it was a great weekend altogether. I am on Fallout today by myself currently. We just got through with Fashbot. And the next thing to go on right now is going to be Meat Week. I figured I would just stream these because I think I'm gonna scrap that one. Well, I'll scrap it because I really don't need anything else. And then this here can go. Alright, so yeah, we are on Fallout currently because it is April Fool's tomorrow. Um, and they have an April Fool's event. So starting from Thursday at 11 until Monday at 11, I think, or today, yeah, today, Monday at 11. Um, or Tuesday at 11, sorry, not Monday at 11. Tuesday at 11. We have just a each day has a different event. We had Alien Invaders, and then we had Spooky Scorch. Yesterday was Fashion Night, and then today is going to be Meat Week. Today is the end. It'll go from today at 11. So at 11 today until 11 tomorrow. So 10 o'clock a.m. tomorrow is the last Meat Week. So if you have plans that you need to get, definitely, hop on there. And if you miss it, well, Meat Week will come up again. Don't worry about that. You should get 2 weeks of that, and by the first week, you're tired of it. So the only reason I do it is for the plans, because if I have multiple characters, and also if I come across anybody in the wasteland, um, I could help them if they need them, or I sell them in my vendor. I try to sell them in my vendor at a fair price because some of the plans are harder to get than others. It really depends on what it is I'm selling. The ones that are really good are the that sell well. Would be the plushy plans. So I'm just going through because I um, have a bunch of stuff that I don't really need. I think those are mostly what I wanted to get rid of. And the rest of the stuff I'll just pop in when I get to my camp. I'm not too concerned about carry weight right now. So what I'm doing is currently going to do
Requisitions
a
now available.
intestines can go. I'm just gonna get rid of everything I stored for the Fashnot. I didn't get anything. These are all common mess. Other ones. We didn't do too many yesterday. We did a couple, and then
If you have supplies
we
to
just
trade,
watched movies. We
I
had an
can
early
be of
bedtime because
service.
hubby was he was just spent, and it was a spent day. I didn't sleep too well the night before, so um, I was welcoming
Be
the early
sure to
bedtime. I think we went
stock
to bed at like
up
seven
while you can.
thirty. Green flour. I think that's all. Just getting rid of all the meat because I am a herbivore, so I don't eat meat. Um, I'm kind of in between. I'm not gonna say I'm a vegan because I still eat meat. I
Don't
still enjoy
face the
um,
wasteland without the proper
meat. The only
supplies.
meat I said I was gonna eat it, but then the more you read the Bible, at the in Revelation it does say that that all things are clean now. So pork is something you can eat, but it's just like I think about it more. as an unhealthy animal because of what they eat. So I don't eat
Ammunition
it very
and
often.
other
I
supplies
did stop eating like
available
really
here.
thick pieces of pork, like I won't eat like pork chops or anything like that, but I will eat like sliced ham from time to time. It depends. I like turkey better, but you know, if hubby buys ham,
I am
that's fine.
authorized to
I'll eat
trade
sausage.
supplies and
Most of the time we try to get turkey
equipment.
sausage, but that there's periods where we can't and there's no alternative. And you know, I'm really craving breakfast. I'll go with that, and then of course bacon. And that is a staple to my husband. So bacon is something
Stock up now
that I'll
while
eat
supplies are
occasionally.
available.
He did try turkey bacon. He liked it. It's okay, but he likes the flavor of actual bacon more so. So I'm not going to deny him any foods. You know, I'm not going to be that person. And I do like bacon. I just don't like it very often
I am
because of the greasiness.
authorized to trade
So,
supplies
and
and
we don't cook it in the skillet. We
equipment.
cook it in the oven. And we try to drain it, but still, I don't know. I can't eat it very often. I'll probably have it maybe once or twice a month, depending. Same with like sausages. Most of the time, I'm eating chicken, beef, turkey, or fish.
Resupply
So
here, citizen.
I know this weekend, on Friday, we did a barbecue. We made some kebabs, and I put them together. Hubby grilled. And we made bacon, jalapeno, and cheddar
If you have
hamburgers,
supplies to
and we
trade, I
had,
can be of
um,
service.
of course, the hot dogs. Gotta have the hot dogs. Not the healthiest option, but they go fast. And he was cooking for his entire family. So I'm gonna go ahead and quiet my um, phone for now. And then we had
Be sure to
kebabs. I made
stock
him his 3
up
shrimp
while
kebabs
you
because he
can.
loves those. And then I made the rest of us just beef kebabs, so with chunks of beef, just like cut cubed, with green bell pepper um, and onion. I had to go with green because I was
Ammunition
gonna go like
and
a
other
colorful,
supplies
but we
available
bought 3
here.
packs of bell peppers, and out of the packs, I was only able to get 1 pepper each, and they were all green peppers. When we went to the store back, because we usually shop at Aldi, they usually have the best produce in the area. But when we went back to Aldi on Sunday or
Don't
yesterday,
face the
I was
wasteland
looking through
without
the
the
bell peppers to get
proper
a 3 pack, and
supplies.
my hubby loves bell peppers. So we usually stock up on those, but I looked inside and it's like you could see that they're already molding, and I'm like, oh goodness gracious. So I only got like 2 this time. We usually end up getting 4 or 5 because he likes to have them as snacks. That's usually what I eat for lunch. Is veggies with
Now
hummus,
trading
and
for
then some protein.
supplies,
So I'm not entirely
ammunition,
too sure what's
and
going on with
gear.
their stuff, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I was able to have enough, and that's all that matters. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, I have time. It's 10:27. I'm gonna try to do a caravan. Um, Meat Week is pretty good. I'm not gonna do eviction notices. I won't have time. I want to do a caravan. So I'm trying to get. Excuse me. I'm trying to get some plans that you can only get from the Milepost Zero. And I wasn't interested in doing this at all. Like the whole caravan thing was just not really anything I was interested in. And then I started looking at the plans that you can get from here, and I'm like, okay, now I really do want to do this just for these plans because these plans will be helpful in my builds. And I love Fallout for the building process. And with new updates coming, we're going to be coming back and forth, and then I'm going to be building as we come back to the game. So, um, yeah, it's just been
How's that road looking? Looks like the
interesting.
numbers
What is
checked
wrong
out.
with her eyes?
Should be able to get this cargo moved before the day's over.
Alright, so the last time I attempted this, it got stuck. And it's like 500 caps per, um...
About town. Brahmin has already set off. Go, Cap.
Alright, so you have to pay for caps
All this
each
cargo
time.
ain't gonna pack itself. We need to
And
hire someone for this.
I did the last one, and it got to this point, and my husband got caught on this too when he first did his caravan. This was my second caravan. This will be my third. But the second caravan, it got stuck. It's supposed to go around a gate, but it just stopped and it wouldn't move. It just stayed there. It's a good thing, like a good place to farm, but like when you're trying to get your supplies built up so you can actually go and buy these plans, it's just irritating because it takes caps out of your pocket in order to do the caravan, and then if it fails, it's like there's nothing really to get back unless you farm. And then if you're farming, if you have other events that you want to do, you fail it. So it's just like it's not a really good thing. So hopefully this doesn't glitch out like last time. I really don't want it to glitch. And we're down in Skyline Valley, so we're gonna have the Lost, and then I have Friendly Fire on. Friendly Fire allows you to. Friendly Fire lets you heal the Brahmin. Of course, it has to stay like right here. Oh yeah. Get this guy to go faster. Not really worrying about this stuff. Deadly wolf. Alright, wolves. So we have wolves and liberators coming, I guess. Oh, it sounds like a... That sounds like a Yogwai. Oh, it was a sloth it looked like. I'll go get this real quick. Yeah, it was a sloth. It says defeat the liberators, but you can't make it go any faster. Oh, liberators like all the way back there. How many are there too? One sec. Alright, so we're good for that. Let's go ahead and heal the Brahmin. These are pretty easy. It is pretty easy. This isn't very tough at all. I wouldn't recommend coming down here with like a new character, but it's definitely not hard if you're Oh wait, ants. Oh no! Hopefully it doesn't kill my Brahmin. This takes forever to load. Go! Oh my gosh. When I say it's not that difficult. Trying to get his health up before the next round, because he's not going to last long, or she, whatever it is. I'm suffering from buzz brain. Gosh, wolves. Alright, I need antibiotics. Get rid of that, because I don't know what buzz brain does, and I don't want it to affect my ability to... There we go. Get my nerd rage going on. That sound like a... I don't know if I'm hallucinating or not, but it sounds like a big animal. It could be a sloth, which would be great because they're not that powerful. But if it's like a... If it's like not a scorched beast, I was gonna say scorched beast, a Sasquatch or whatever that is, the sheep squatch. Those things are a little more tanky. That's just a glowing red stag. They should leave us alone. I don't know what that is up there. I want to go inside to do to clear out a clearing. Oh, where is he going? An angler. Okay, we'll get rid of this angler. I was like, what is that light? Definitely want that to interfere with this. I'm confused as to why it went that way. There's another deadly angler.
Who's there?
Let's go, cow. Go faster, faster, faster. Talk to Mr. Trick or Treat. This is not usually the good thing.
Trick or treat! Trick or treat! You! Could you help me with something? Halloween is fast on the approach, and I must spread glee and fear through trick or treating. My sensors indicate that you are to be my next victim.
Victim.
Could you help me with something? Halloween is fast on the approach, and I must spread glee and fear through trick or treating. My sensors indicate that you are to be my next victim.
Next victim. I don't understand what that means. Let's go, cow. This takes a little bit longer than, I remember helping somebody with theirs, and it just, oh, too funny. I don't know how much you get from, I think I got 100 last time. You got 100, so you might get 100 each time you do this. Should be coming to the end though. Just he's going one roll. I'm hoping this is the end. I know we have to defeat a bunch of enemies and then it's the end. But I think this might be the last stop. Going to the market. Well, pick a spot where you're going. I have no idea where like how far we have to go. Go, go, go. Faster, faster, faster. That's pretty far away, so. Alright, go, go, go. Oh. Yeah, this is it right here. Super mutants and lost. On the other one that this usually, it usually glitches when you're like close to. So you only get 10. Oh my gosh. So 10. That's gonna take me forever to get to because I think it's like 175 of cargo. That's crazy. Alright, let's go get our loot from the lost that we killed. Or dispatched, I should say. I don't know about YouTube, so. Censor. I don't know about the censorship and stuff on YouTube, so. I'm not monetized anyway, so it doesn't really bother me any. I just do this to spread the word of God and enjoy gaming with like-minded people who might also enjoy the streaming. Okay, so I'm like disappointed. If you only get 10 per, that's a lot of caravans that you have to do in order to get those plans. I think I need like 170, so I'll need to do like 5 more in order to get what I need to do. Let's go back to Red Rumble still going on. Oh, no one's there. Let's not. I think this world is pretty pretty gone. This is interesting. On my other account, I gotta do more camps. This one I don't want to really do much of, like disassembling my camps though. But I might take this one down and redo it, or I might redo this one because I've got this one. But this one here, the resort is it's one of my favorite ones. It is, but all of them are under that category, so I'm not entirely sure what to do next. So let's go down to Milepost 0. See what. Let's see how much each one. I think I can buy one, but I don't know.
We could do with some extra hands around here.
Oh my goodness. Alright. We can do
Good to see you again.
hired hands, I believe. So we talk to
These deliveries.
I don't want to do another caravan right now. Come on, let me talk. Let's see.
Well, funny you should say.
Yeah, I can
Lady
find
of
this
the
one.
world.
So 150 for that one. Oh,
You ready to get going?
why did it? Come on.
Well, fun.
The decorator.
Want to fix this place up real nice, huh?
$125.
Okay.
So that one, I don't know which one is, and this is a
It'll be
Brahmin
good to
tamer.
have someone to take care of the animals. Takes the work off of my plate.
100 supplies.
Okay.
And the ammo merchant.
You sure we need this? There's a lot of other roles we gotta fill. Although, I guess we are short on merchants.
This one, I think, no.
Okay.
Ooh. So I'm at 120.
Change.
I don't know if it... Collection.
Oh, here you are.
Yeah, I've got 120 supplies. I think you have to hire them, and then they go up, and then these like areas.
These merchants have given us plenty of stock for the next few weeks. I hope we can
There's the
shift it.
Brahmin.
Starting to run out of space.
And I think that she goes like right here. Accessible. A vault tech person. It's 10:46, so I'm not entirely sure I want to take on another caravan just yet. We're gonna be having meat week. I will take the mentats right away now. I'm playing cards. Interesting if you could pick those up. I think this is where the decorator might be. I'm not sure. Like, I want the rugs right here. You can get these rugs as decoration. Let's just go back to the Brahmin. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the Brahmin tamer is, and I want the decorator, but I don't know which one it is.
Then we minimize risk.
So
All
have to
this
look and
cargo ain't
see.
gonna pack itself. We need to hire someone for this.
alright, I'm gonna go to where the meat week is because it's gonna start pretty soon. Meat week is gonna take place right up here, just north of the Moonshiner Shack. So, I usually have a camp that's right there. It's right here.
Can't say
There's
that
someone
storm
too
ever
close
letting
to
up.
it,
It's lucky
so
we
I
found
won't be
shelter
able
here.
to use it. But I don't mind paying the caps to go. And I don't think there's enough people in Red Rumble. There's 3 people. I guess we can try. That should be done by the time meat week starts. Oh, okay. Oh, they only have one metal worker left. That's crazy.
Keep your heads down!
Switch to my... Oh.
You're not the end of me!
Get a pile of these ghouls here, which is perfectly fine by me. This has really good, I have a minute. We could do one of the primal cuts, if we have time, before they get here.
I need a drink after this.
We're not gonna get a whole lot of rewards on this one because of the it's like one of the really good weapons to have for this event. Put all of this in here. Just back there. Alright. Sorry. Hope they don't take me out. I was supposed to be in, I was supposed to be in, I was supposed to be in pacifist mode. I think I got out to, take care of a bounty. Oh, they can go down there. Alright, we're gonna go to a meat week thing real quick. Not right now. Taking rads. Don't want to take too many rads. Let's see, primal cuts.
Keeps the ghouls away.
Let's see where we have primal cuts going on. Okay. We'll do this one. This one's pretty easy. Alright. I just got my, select your coach. Enrollment is open. I took a leap of faith and signed up for classes. So I'll be starting a degree here shortly. So I won't have a whole lot of time. I'll probably only do I'll probably only do streams once in a while. I'll only do streams once in a while. It'll probably go back to like maybe twice a week for an hour. I'm not. It's not gonna be pressed on time. But I do plan on doing some streams. The reason I'm not going to be doing too many is because I'm going to be spending 25 hours or so a week with school. So 20 to 25 hours a week for school. Got some prime meat. There we go. And I'm gonna get this stuff. I'll just pick everything up. I can sell the wolf meat. I'm not worried about it decomposing. So, sweet. Alright. 55, it should be here. 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go up to this camp here and then just, actually I'll go to the Moonshiner Shack. It's 7 caps, it's not gonna be too bad. But yeah, so I'll be doing streams. I'll probably go down to twice a week. I'll try 3 times a week. It might be early in the morning. I'm gonna try to get a set schedule depending on how long the schoolwork is gonna take me. So I'll probably do a set schedule from here on out. So I'll be streaming at the exact same time every day that I stream. So if I do Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I'll set a time. Let's say I'll start schoolwork after 9:30. So I'll put in, you know, let's see, about 5 hours a day. So 9:30 to 2:30 will probably be schoolwork, and then I'll do my streams. Since I'm up pretty early, I can get things done in the early mornings. I can do my stretches and exercises it's on those days in the early mornings. I could do chores and then do my live stream. I could also do chores later in the day. Those are rare, but it's just I've got to get my. I do have to get my my schedule really going with schoolwork now. So it's gonna be fun. Oh, I should probably do this actually. Get rid of all the stuff I'm carrying because we just got through going through a lot. We'll get rid of that. I don't think we have any other weapons that we need to get rid of. No, okay. So that's good. And here, ammo in here. I will probably post an FYI. I'll make a note. I will do a live stream on. Sorry, my throat. I'll do a live stream. And then I will let you guys know. You guys, I said I got followers, right? So anybody who comes up and wants to follow, or is going to be more in tuned. I don't have really anybody right now. But
time.
it'll come.
Go.
It will come.
Get hot. Go outside. Cook meat. Delicious meat. Share with friends.
For hubby.
Friends love meat. And Graham love friends.
I've got these serums.
Graham missed that. So,
right, let's see what we got here.
Start Meat Week. Together, we meat cook. We meat eat. We meat share.
That's the only thing that he's got that I don't. Oh, that's so disappointing.
We meat eat together.
Oh, wow.
But no eat human meat. Graham is good. Graham don't do that.
Oh, so stupid ghouls. But I will have, I'll have a set schedule. I'll get that figured out before school starts. And then I will be consistent on that because I will have to be with my work, trying to fit everything into a schedule, and then taking like a break in between because hubby usually calls me on his lunch. So that'll be my lunchtime, and it's just going to be interesting. I've been out of school for so long. I did do a year of landscape and design, and then I'll do this one as well. Get this certificate, this degree, and then I'm thinking after I do this degree, I might go for another one.
Bad meat cook is bad meat week.
One will be more of like a side thing, and then the other one will be more of my career. So we'll see. It's gonna be an interesting change for me. Hubby's on board though, so if hubby's on board, as long as I've got his support, everything feels like it's definitely achievable. I don't feel anxious about anything when it comes to it. I know everything will get done. I've got his support, and he will help on the days that I get overwhelmed. I know that he'll help out in any way he can. So it's not that part. It's the part of just I got to work out that schedule. And I've been trying to think of how to do it, but I'm still working out the kinks. It might be an early morning stream. It might be a later in the day stream. It really depends. My day might be broken up. I could probably do like my 1 hour stream as my break and then get back to work. But I'll have to just kind of decide what to do. I do like to do the 5 hours straight because that will help me kind of retain everything. But I do also like the break to give my mind a rest. So we'll see. Critter chunks. So with Meat Week, all we do is you go around and you pick up the greens. You pick up the critter chunks. You also can add prime meat. I don't have 5 prime meat because they only did 1. You clean up Charlie's files.
Okay, that one meat too.
Put out fires if there's fires. You put those out. I don't see any fires. So now it's just going on. I'm going to pick up the greens. I'm picking up greens. And anything that's rotting, I'll pick those up.
More meat, more prizes! Grand give prizes if humans give Charlie the Moo Moo special greens too. Charlie love prizes.
I don't have Charlie feed right now.
Meat cook in tall grass. Want meat cook close to nature. Graham learned grass and fire don't play together. Humans need kill fire if it hurt grass. Bad fire.
Kill the fire if it hurts. Oh yeah, they're here. So here, you gotta put this fire out. And then it's up here too. This is probably one of the easier events. You don't really do too much. You just run around and clean up, collect.
Eat dirty meat. Charlie makes lots of dirty piles, so watch out. Humans need keep meat cook clean. If don't want sick, this meat cook.
I don't see any more. Oh, there it goes. Just waiting on people to.
Wow, this meat cook is big win. Humans win meat week. Humans eat. Graham give prizes.
Oh, I wasn't really wanting that. Oh boy. Carnivore. Got a new player title at least.
What you think of this meat cook? Oh, no worry. Oh, no moo cook doing this meat cook.
This would be a good place for a camp. I think that they moved it so you couldn't build here anymore. But once Meat Week is over, you can put a camp here. I think no, maybe not. I think it might be completely blocked. Let's take a look and see. I can just do a test.
Clean up this, fix
Yeah,
that.
this was a
Never
really
seems
good
to
build
end.
area, and then they changed it. The reason that they did that is because there's some camps that would lag the server. So when you're doing the event, it'll just lag it, and at that point, it can crash. So they did that to a lot of areas where people build. So Meatwook, Helvetia, some of the places you can't build there anymore. The same thing with the Super Mutant one eviction notice. Stop whining, it's not time. I've got updates available. Alright. So it takes a day. Oh wow. Interesting. Don't know why I came all the way down here for. Usually I don't spawn in this area, so that's interesting. Put my legendary modules there. Gotta put this extra ammo. I'm pretty sure I've got some in here. Nope. Sweet. I don't like that you get the meat cleavers. It's such a pain in the butt to get those, honestly. So this camp here, it used to be a best build. I think I changed it, so now I have to resubmit it. I'm happy that this one is liked. I haven't checked on any of the other ones, like this getaway one. This one's gonna be completely torn down and rebuilt. This is the next on the chopping block. I think I mentioned that in the previous stream, and I might put it down down here where my other camp is on my lower level. I love that location, and I like the boardwalk idea, but I've got more decoration items on this character, so I think it might be a little bit better to build. So I'm going to be putting that one from Toxic Valley to there. I think it'd be easier. And then also for me to do my caravans going to my camp and stuff. Alright, so these are the daily challenges. Alright. So these we can do at the same time, if there hasn't been anybody at that location. Yeah, I'm sorry. I constantly have issues with my voice. So, all right, so we can collect any flavored Nuka-Cola. I can do that really quick. Hopefully, if no one took anything out of my box. Oh, what in the world? I did not. I want Nuka-Cola. Searching for electronic. I went this. This right here is what I want. That is so weird. I don't know if someone changed that while I was gone or what, but that's a pain because I was supposed to get Nuka-Colas in there just in case. Wow. Okay. So, we'll do the aluminum real quick. This one will finish. There's that. Alright, so if you're looking for Mirelurks and you ever get anything that's like this where it's like kill, like we could do 3. We can collect the Mirelurk eggs, we can take care of the enemies and the Mirelurks all in the same location. Go to Highland Marsh. It's a lot of caps to spend, but it's like 3 in 1, so it's worth it. I might have to end my stream because my voice is starting to go. So I'll end it right here. Actually, I know I haven't gotten a lot. It's just been under an hour, but my voice is really starting to go. And I don't want it to be too rough on that end, especially with my older mic on. So I'm gonna go ahead and end now. There's not a whole lot of talking, I know. I've had a lot of downloads this weekend, but it was a lot of information to process. So, I'm not too sure, like, what I can say right now, with me still processing everything. I do know that there's a couple of lessons that I had actually, was reviewing. I was kind of just, like, going back and reflecting, and there's a lot of lessons that came about, just as in when I was reading, listening. I like to listen to the Bible, so I was listening to the Bible, and it was talking about, it was one of my daily devotionals this weekend, and it was talking about how Christ had died for us as sinners. So we were still in sin when he died for us. He didn't die for us after, we didn't, take our sins and, put them on him, like we would do. You know how before Christ, it was like you'd put your hand on an animal, you'd sacrifice that animal to God, and that would be, you, making amends for your sins, asking for forgiveness. We didn't lay our hands on Jesus and transfer the sins that we did at that point in time into him, and then he was he was sinless. For one, he was sinless, and we had religious leaders at the time, in religion, was they're persecuting him for blasphemy and everything, but he was actually speaking of God's true word, whereas they were speaking the counterfeit. And yeah, the counterfeit has been around since that long. It has been going on. It's been a long time. If you read the Bible and you kind of go along with how, like, the Pharisees and all that, how he was treated even by the Jewish. He was treated poorly because he was speaking the truth of God. He was speaking the true gospel, and teaching it, whereas they were doing the counterfeit, and they didn't like that. They didn't like that. They didn't want to be undermined. They thought that they had the power of over God to make the changes that they did. Like the same thing with the cat, like the Pope and everything. So, one thing to keep in mind is that he didn't die for us, after we had gotten forgiveness for sin and everything. He died for us while we were still sinners. So, that's basically saying that you can be in sin, right? You can be in sin. It's not like you're choosing to be in sin. It's not like you're not choosing. But sometimes we mess up. Sometimes we fall down. The whole goal is to get back up. Get back up and seek that again. Keep going. Don't stay down in the downs in the slums. Don't stay down in the darkness. Don't stay down in sin. If you sin, it's not the end of the world. Stop beating yourself up. Just say, okay, pray, get back up, and continue your walk with Christ. We're not perfect. That was the whole reason that God sent us Christ. As He's well aware that we are incapable of not sinning. The only one who could is God. God is perfect. Jesus was God in flesh form. He was sinless. That was our mediator. That was our mediator. Who is our mediator? He's not going to be there forever, though. He's not going to be there forever. You got to get your name written in that book of life before that happens. Before the probation. Before the probation door closes. So it's not that we have to be perfect. We're not perfect. God knows that we're not perfect. He just wants us to try. He wants us to build a relationship with Him. He wants us to love. Who wants us to love. He wants us to be kind. He wants us to be generous. If we're blessed, He wants us to bless others. It's just like He wants us to share, our blessings that we get. He wants us to share. He wants us to be like, give Him the glory, though. It's not like we're blessed and then we go off and we're like, yeah, this is me giving this to you. No. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying that you're going to take the credit. I'm not going to say you're going to go boasting. I'm saying that if you're blessed, be the blessing to other people around you. And it's not for glory. Like, give it to God. Just God bless. When you're handing out, if someone is needing your help, be a blessing to them. Be a blessing to them, and that could be in a form of listening to them. That could be a form of just saying, hey, I'm here. That could be a form of being complimentary to them, being nice to somebody, a smile. It could be as far as helping somebody, like if they need help and your help, like it could be a stranger that you see struggling. It could be a friend who is moving and you know that they don't have anybody and they're going to do it themselves, and you're like, hey, do you want some help? They're not going to ask because they're too prideful. They don't want to feel like they're going to, and not only that, I'll retract that. Not only is that some people don't like being asked for help because they have been made to feel that asking for help means you're weak. That's what I mean by that. And they don't want to be seen as weak, and they don't know that that's doing more harm than good. There's no weakness in asking for help. There's no weakness in showing emotion. There's no weakness in being loving and being compassionate and being empathetic and just being there for people. There is no weakness in that. It takes a very strong person and a very confident person to be that vulnerable with people. So that could be a possibility, that if you have a friend and they're like never asking, but that they're moving and they haven't asked you, maybe say, hey, I'm free. Would you like me to help you? I would love to help you if you would let me. It could be just sitting down and listening to somebody. It could be a stranger who's crying and you're just there to comfort them. It could be a friend who's crying and you're there to comfort them. It can come in so many shapes and sizes of a blessing to someone. You never know that you reaching out to that person, you saying that nice thing to that person, was a blessing to them. That little act of kindness. The little act of kindness. that's it. Loving, showing people that you care, showing people that you love them, no matter what happened. It could be that you had a friend and they did something horrible, they did something mean, or they did something that they're not proud of, and you're there saying it's okay. We're human. We all make mistakes. Just don't let it keep you down. Pick yourself up, and you're there to help them. You're giving them that hand. Just as Christ gives us that hand out of the darkness, we're letting him work through us when we're doing things like that. So that could be, the blessing doesn't have to be monetary all the time. You can be flat broke and still be a blessing to person. It's just being kind to people, and showing them that human kindness, that kindness is still there. Showing that person that unconditional love is still there. If you've got a partner, and if your partner has things that they're not proud of, or they have quirks that they just feel like you deserve better, and in just being with them and saying it's okay. I don't care what happens. I don't care what our flaws are. I love you. I'm not going anywhere. Sticking it through the darkness, sticking it through the hard times, just being together, hand in hand, just holding on to knowing that we're going to fight through this. God is on our side. We're going to use the shield that he provided. We're going to get this through this together. We're not going to fight each other. We're going to fight this problem together. So many things can be a blessing to people. You have no idea how many times you probably bless people, but there's also that thing that you don't know. You don't know that maybe that hi or hello or the good morning or the good evening, that smile, that beautiful smile on your face just brightens someone's heart. Just go out there and just be that shining brightness in the dark world that we're in today. The world is so full of hatred. It's so full of condemnation. It's so full of just hate, and nobody. Oh, I better go. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to take accountability for each other. Oh, my doggos are barking. They're whining. I think the other person left, maybe. Well, I tried to. Hey, guys, it is not time to go outside yet. They have a set time when it comes to one time to go outside, and they don't like it. Alright, I think that's it. I think they left. I don't know why they left. But that's pretty much the gist of it. That's like one thing a lot of people, myself included, seem to forget, is that when Christ died for us, when we try to say, oh, I've got to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this in order to get into heaven, that's false. Christ died for us. That is what is our goal into heaven, not by our works. If we do it by our works, if we say, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that in order to get into heaven, in order to be graced by God, that's pretty much saying that Christ dying for us wasn't enough. So, yeah, take it what you will. It's a hard thing to kind of wrap your head around, because you want to, right when you get into your faith, and you're starting to encompass everything, you start to like, I want to do this, I want to do, I have to eat a cooked meal, I can just go to my camp. I want to just be out there, but you'll notice that the driving factor, it's not like I've got to do this in order, it's like I want to do this because I want to share the love of Christ, the love of God so much with people, and let them know that this is all possible. This is all because of God, and you want to share your story, and you want to help and be that, like, that light for somebody else, and show them that, hey, I was in your shoes once before, and what I got, like, how I'm able to continue on, was God, was my connection and my relationship growing stronger with God, and I was able to accomplish that by accepting Jesus into my heart, and by reading the Word of God, and just by being present in Him, and letting Him be around me, and just like right here with me. And then you start to change, and you're aware that you're changing, but you realize that at some point in time, that it's happening. So it's like you'll start to really, you'll start to see it just naturally occur, and you'll be like, whoa, what's going on? People will start to notice. People will start to notice things about you, that are different, and that's okay. That's okay. We want to be, um, like, our goal is to be Christ-like. That's just it. That's the whole thing. That's the when people talk about the second coming of Christ and whatnot, everyone has their own ideals, but I do genuinely believe that, a big change, is
Oh,
going to
I
be like
figured,
Christ
kid.
consciousness, is
Wait.
where you're actually thinking, um, as Christ thought. You're not thinking like in the of the world. You're not thinking of the world. Your viewpoints change. You disconnect from the world, and you become more spiritually connected with God. And it's a really hard thing for me to explain. But the changes that take effect is that your your changes and what you allow into your brain, like what you hear, what you listen to. You'll notice that people that you once hung out with, the old you, they fall away, and that may seem sad at first, and it's hard. Family, friends, even relationships with significant others. I tell you, I got lucky, and I know I'm not even saying it's luck; it was God, but I was blessed, to be with my husband, because not a lot of people, when they are encountering, someone who's waking up, when they're encountering that person, a lot of people resent, the changes, because you start to fix things, and then they're like, you're fixing things that I can't fix. And then that starts to build that resentment, and then you start to, like, fall away, because it's like, there's no more compatibility. There is compatibility, but the evilness, the devil likes to muck things up. And I was like, with my husband, I was like, I thank God, because um I know that you had two choices. You had a choice to continue on how you were and not make any changes whatsoever, um and you also had a choice of choosing God. So you had two choices. You have the world, which says to act this way, or you choosing God and your relationship with God, so you can continue a relationship with me. And he did that on his own accord. So, like, he started, not long after me. We had this one major, really big blowout fight. I actually ended up leaving, and going to a hotel, thanks to a neighbor who did that, because I was flat broke at the time. So, but they put me up in a hotel. I was hanging on by a thread. I was so broken and just defeated, and so I stayed there, and I just cried, and um, just thought about the entire thing, because that was last year. It was last May that had happened, and I had just gotten back from a trip from Idaho that day, and we had this fight. It was because I don't like lies. I like transparency. I like honest truth. Even if it hurts me, I want you to be honest with me, because if you lie to me, that just means that you're okay protecting yourself and protecting other people versus protecting me. And protecting me means that protecting our trust. And he had lied about something that was a very sensitive issue from our past. And he had lied about it. And now, one thing, that discernment is something that you will it'll spark. You will have that intuition in you, and that is never wrong for me. I'm always able to tell when someone's lying to me, and I'm able to see the truth. I don't know how I'm able to do that, but I'm able to see the truth. And I asked him about it, and he went on, and I just kept going. I was like, okay, this is your time to tell me the truth. And he didn't. I gave him tries, and he continued on with the lie. And then I was like, okay, I can't take this anymore. I don't like the lies. I can't do it anymore. And then I confronted him about it, and then he finally he came clean. Who should know, after at that time it had been 5 years. After 5 years of being with me and knowing that every single time he lied, I knew the truth. Even when I was nowhere near, because something happened at work one time, and no one had told me. I didn't talk to anybody from that place, and I confronted him about an issue that was there, and he tried to lie about it, and I was like, no, I know the truth. I know the truth already. And then I told him, and the look on his face still to this day is like, he's like, how are you able to know this? And I'm just like, it's a gift for sure, but it's also it's not a gift when it comes to people that you love, because they lie to you right to your face, and you're sitting there looking at them like, I love you, you're my spouse, you're my relative, and I would never do this to you. But when they do it to you, it hurts so bad, because you have such high respect for them up until that point. Up until that point, that's when the respect goes down, and it continues to go down until there's none left. I still respect them, but as in, like, respect them in a way that I trust them, that's gone. That is gone. I will no longer trust them. You're given very few chances to me. If you're a stranger, you're given one chance to show yourself, and if you show yourself as someone who lies, someone who cheats, someone who steals, someone who's untrustworthy, and would like to takes advantage of other people, then I'm going to catch on immediately, and I'm not going to give you any other chances. That's pretty much it. I will continue to observe you, and if I see you improve, of course, but until you show that you are learning your lessons and you are learning from the mistakes, because everyone starts somewhere. I'm not saying that I'm going to condemn somebody, absolutely not. I'm not going to put my trust into them, even a little bit. Because there's only one being that I trust wholeheartedly without a doubt, and that's God. I trust God to pull me through. I don't really worry about things anymore, because I know that God's gonna take care of me no matter what happens. If it's going down something that's bad, maybe this is my my circumstances that I got myself into because I didn't listen to God. But I know that He's gonna get me through it. So either way, He's the only one that I put 100% faith into. People, on the other hand, I give out in little bits, and if you show me that you're untrustworthy, I'm not going to trust you until you start to show me that you're learning from your past mistakes and your past behaviors. And if you start showing me that you're trustworthy, I'll start putting my trust into you a little bit, because people grow, people change. That's just how it is. But I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to judge you and say, oh, you are completely, absolutely untrustworthy. There's one person that to this day is continuously on that list of untrustworthiness, and they completely hate me. They dislike me. They think I'm being unfair, but they did something. When I first met them, that was very dishonest. It was completely like check fraud. And I was like, okay, that right there, you're not trustworthy. And I had told someone that. I was like, no, I'm sorry, I don't trust them. And of course, that person ended up being Two-Faced, which is, and I knew that they were going to tell them. They just do. But I didn't say anything that wasn't true. And this person just come up behind me and just said, like, oh, keep your mouth out of my, keep my name out of your, mouth. And I was like, okay, for one, your name's not in my mouth. I didn't say anything bad about you. That was not true. You had shown me that you are not trustworthy. So that is truth, because you said in front of people, that you would do that. And that's not even anything you joke about, because they were being sincere. It wasn't anything that I would take as a joke, because it was very, shady. It was very shady. It was something that you just don't do, especially with the circumstances, because someone had just passed away. Literally, it just passed away. So another thing this person did is that the day after this person passed was just like ransacking the house to get things, and they found a bag of unopened items with a receipt in it, and they just brought them out and was like, okay, can I take this? I'm gonna go return it for the cash back. And it's just like, I understand that it's hard, but the money that is there, I honestly do believe should go to that person's spouse. You have not been in the life. I have been here since 2019, and I had just met this person the time that the other person passed away. Those years that no contact, they didn't come around to see how they're doing. I didn't see this person as close as they were supposedly to this other person. They weren't going with this person to help. They weren't helping this person in any shape or form. It was mostly just like what that person could do for them, and that's it. That was it. If they needed something, then sure, but nothing else. And that is how they're doing right now. That is how that person is right now. With this other person, is like anytime that they need something, that's the only time that they'll come around. And it's really upsetting to me, because I know that they talk about behind my back. Discernment is a thing that you can tell, and just looking at the other person, I could just know what's going on. And one thing I don't like is like when you're lying and stuff. Like I'm gonna be truthful about a person and what I see, but what they're saying is no longer relevant. It's no longer true. And it is, it's a personal attack on me for nothing. I didn't do anything to this person, in a way that would be, okay, you deserve it. And no one deserves it, by the way. So, I try to be civil. I don't, hate this person at all. If they did, want to have a conversation, I would be the same person, I'd be happy, go lucky. I would be like, sure, what do you want to talk about? I would be, I just hope that didn't spill. My coffee cup just spilled because my speaker fell. But that's kind of like what I'm talking about. I gotta let the doggos out. I gotta clean up my coffee because I just spilled it a little bit. Knocked it over on. There we go. I don't like when it does that. That's irritating. My cord, there goes the speaker again. I just have it like right there on my book. I've got my laptop next to me, and then I've got my Bible, and then I've got my journal, and then a speaker right next to the Bible. And it just like somehow slid off because I had it on my I had the speaker originally sitting on my journal, and it just like slid right off and knocked the coffee cup over, and I had my straw up because it has the straw that pulls down.
Oh, pardon me, kid.
So it spilled a little bit. You gotta love when it happens. Anyway, that's my experience with someone in that manner. When it comes to trust, and they continuously, they don't show that they can be trustworthy. They don't show that they're able to grow in a way where they can let bygones be bygones. I went up to the other person. I was like, I really want to apologize to that person because of one of the encounter that we had. And they were like, no, don't do that. They don't want to they don't want to fix anything. And it's just like, it seems like if I do apologize, that person is probably going to continue, which is fine. But the apology is, it's not for them, it's for me, because I do feel bad about that encounter. And I think it could have gone a little bit better. But the person was very heated, and it really didn't give me much time. And at that point in time, I wasn't as far as in my walk with Christ as I am today. I didn't know a lot of things. I was still growing. I was still learning. I was still a baby at that time. You know, I had just been reborn, and I was just starting to get my my connection with God, and it was just it all happened so fast. But that's kind of, yeah, that's I'm not perfect by any means, and at that time I didn't know how to regulate my emotions like I do now, and things got out of hand. There's a lot of yelling and stuff, so on both sides. They're not innocent by any means, but they even got me in the eye, which wasn't bad. I didn't get a black eye or anything. They didn't really hit very hard. Just think of it as like a little baby like smacking you lightly. That was how their punch was. So it wasn't bad. But yeah, it's I had my fair share of encounters of things I'm not proud of, but those are the things that you let go and you grow from. You look back and you're like, okay, I could have handled that this way, and but you don't dwell on it. You don't dwell on the way that it feels or anything. You have to let that stuff go. You have to let that stuff go, grow, learn, let it go, and just do better, be better. You know, just be the better version of yourself going forward. Learn from your lessons. It's not up to you to determine how anybody else sees you. Because they can look at you and still see what you did 5 years ago and think that you're the same person. That's not up to you to change. That's all on them and part of their growth. You just continue to follow Christ, follow God, and do the best that you can, and just keep showing up and just being that version of you, unapologetically you, that beautiful light. The right people will find you. The people who aren't supposed to be in your life will fall away naturally. So this person, unfortunately, is someone who's going to come around a lot for now, until you know, hubby and I are able to move. But until then, you know, I have to make do. I'll be here, and hopefully the person will start to understand that people change, and the circumstances back then are not the same now. But that's not me to determine. But I'll be here if they do decide to, you know, be like, okay, truce, I'm done. Let's start over. But I'm not too pressed on it. It's the same with my own family. I've got family members who think of me as like my mistakes that I made 5 years ago, 3 years ago. They still call me that now, even though who I was then is not who I am now. So, there's nothing we can do. Nothing we can do. We just focus on God. He's in our front sights, and continue, you know, working through to God, keeping our relationship with Him strong, and not paying attention to what's going on in the world. People can hate us. They can say things about us. Tuning that out. That's not our problem. That's their problem. We're not doing anything. As long as you're not doing anything illegal, you're not doing anything that hurts other people, you're being a good person, and you're spreading kindness and cheer and happiness. People are going to come at you. They're not going to like your light. That's not on you. That's on them, because your light is going to shine light on their areas of darkness that they don't want people to see. They don't have things that they don't want to acknowledge. They want all that stuff still hidden. And when what you do, it shines light on those, and it drives them crazy. So just continue being you, and work through it. God will get you through it. Don't worry about them. That's just my advice. I don't know what we were talking about. I guess I got a little sidetracked there. When it comes to like trust, that was like a big segue, sidetrack thing. But anyway, I gotta go. Thanks for watching, and I'll be here again on Wednesday with another live stream. It'll probably be on my lower level level character, and we'll do a camp build at that time. So, you guys take care. Remember, you're loved, you're wanted, and needed in this world. And I'll see you all on Wednesday. Toodles.